All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or
Cast.
Cast.
Dang it, Mark.
Cast.
Me and you, buddy. Me and you.
Changing up the formula.
Hells yeah.
I like it. Caught me off guard. We're doing 2 hours of Rime of the Frostmaiden tonight starting. And then if you're watching us on Twitch, after that, we'll take a half an hour to an hour break and do 2 hours of our homebrew Osrin 5e campaign, which is also a lot of fun. Both of those will also be available on YouTube in a week. So with that, one last thing. We also have a PvP tournament coming up this Friday, the 19th of February. The deadline for submitting the character sheets to Roll20 is today. So maybe a little bit late as a reminder for that, but feel free to tune in and join the fun in the Discord server or just on Twitch or, however you'd like to. We'd love to have you all there. And thank you so much for those of you that are in the Twitch now that are doing that with us. We're really excited to play with y'all.
I definitely have mine in, so definitely it's in there. 100%.
I definitely
just don't look until like midnight, but it's definitely in there.
I'm going to be honest.
Sure, yeah.
I'm going to be honest. There's like 4 who have actually done it, so I'm expecting a lot of late bloomers. It's fine.
With Sparky's in the chat saying that they need to upload their character sheets, so everybody's welcome for the reminder. Me too.
Yes. With that,
the game. Wow.
With that, let's hop into our recap. Would our lovely Helena, queen of the recappiness, like to fill us in on what happened a week ago?
She's the recapitator.
The recapitator. That's a kind of a scary.
Get ready to be recapitated. Okay. Speaking of decapitation, Z and Altus look out among the bodies of all the fucks that we took down, but that, took some of us down too. So they're like, whoa, we did it. It's just you and me. Where's Tempest? This is weird. And oh no, Zardarok is gone. So and then they look to Finnick. Oh no, we got to heal Finnick. So they do a little magic, little potion-y stuff. And oh no, it's not working. Finnick is also dead. Thanks, Coulter. So that sucks. So they, are kind of reeling from that. And then all of a sudden there's all this banging from a nearby room. Sounds like maybe some prisoners. So they go to investigate. And there's a whole bevy of weirdos in there. So, and they go back and forth about, do we really want to release you? Yes, we do. We need more people to kill any remaining Druigar. So we let out a big and tall fire genasi guy who is kind of ashen gray skin, and he's got patches that look like they're burning, and he's got a beard that kind of looks like it ends in smoldering tips. And he's like, hey, I'm friendly. My name's Hugo. And so there's him. And then there's also kind of cowering in one cell, a really timid human man who's like got a gimpy arm. Is that problematic? Probably not great. Mangled arm. Let's go with that. Mangled arm, and he's bald even though he's only 35, and he's like, oh, I'm really smart but I'm scared. And his name is Malai Timmons. And then we have Pico, who's got creepy sharpened teeth, and the Dugan's Hole people have a forehead tattoo.
Those freaking D-holes, man. Those
stupid idiots.
Exactly. So there's that guy. He acts real creepy. Like later Hugo tries to heal everybody, but he like steps out of the healing. His name is Pico. And then we've got Taltree, who's a Goliath and is very grateful to be freed because he big. So they're all kind of talking. Taltree's like, let me go get some weapons. I'm going to help. And then Tempest. Oh, so that's all happening. So then meanwhile, Tempest is sprinting into the Underdark because she's very upset. She's carrying the dead body of her brother. And she's looking for the Myconid Sovereign that we helped, our new friend. Run. Able to track them down. And them is very comforting, very nice. Tempest is like, please bring my brother back. He did. And Pleurota's like, I want to help, but he won't be the same. And she's like, that makes sense, and is really sad. So she grieves a little bit, and then she's like, thank you, good luck. I think she hopes to see the Myconid again under better circumstances. So and she runs back out of the Underdark. And so she's arriving as everybody's kind of milling around, and she's like, what? Finnick is dead? And she's really upset again. And then she's looking around, she sees Taltree, and she's like, I don't know what that guy's doing here. Oh, wait, there's Xenaltis. Hugs. Thank goodness they're okay. Emotional. Oh my goodness. Now my brain has just stopped. Okay. So then everybody's like, okay, we really want to finish off Zardarok, but we're not looking good. So we go outside, we camp overnight and to regain our strength. Great, cute role play sessions. If you didn't watch it, very fun. Go watch it because we get to see our two of our new characters who I'm sorry. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves? I'm sorry. Was that part? Was it okay? Okay. I don't know if you guys wanted to say anything about yourselves. I'm sorry. I should just let you do it.
One thing, the carpet does match the drapes. That's it.
We were all wondering.
Yep.
Malai too. He's just got a bald strip right down the front.
Oh, can't unsee that. Okay.
Oh gosh.
No fan art of that, please. Unless you want to, but maybe not.
Not going on the
You can send it directly to me.
Oh my god.
So anyways,
So Rio is Malai, by the way, and Mark is Hugo. So sorry about that. Okay, so then we were camping overnight, and Tempest and Hugo took the first watch. Hugo turns out to be a huge fanboy of Driss Jordan, and that he's like, that's why I'm here. I was going to go into the Underdark and look for him. And Tempest is like, that's weird. Why would he be in the Underdark? So they talk a little bit. And then Malai and... Oh, God, I'm sorry. My names. So then Malai takes the second watch with Z, or was that Altus? Z. Okay.
Z. It was Z.
And so they chat a little bit. Malai's like, I grew up in the mountains. And he's like, okay, cool. That sounds really hard. And he's like, I was cared for. And that seems to be what he keeps saying. It's kind of weird. He speaks this crazy grumbly language that kind of sounds like Yetis, but that wouldn't make any sense. So he's also got affinity for tinkering and seems to be very smart and well read, although he does not know colloquialisms at all. Yeah. So then the next day we go and we return and we find Zardarok pretty easily. He's kind of right where we were just the previous night in the forge room. We kick in this ornate door. There he is. He's praying. There's a creepy mangled mind flayer chained to this huge statue. And he's praying. And so we take him out. We take the mind flayer out because why not? And then also there's another Druigar. We take that guy out. And because Altus got the killing blow, Tempest immediately tackles him.
And I believe that'll bring us up to present. So that is where we find you all. Tempest on top of Altus on the ground, the bodies of the defeated Durgar Hammerer and the king of Sunblight Fortress, both destroyed.
Well, that was pretty easy.
Malai kind
Nice
of
blow.
Malai kind of looks around the corner and is like, is it okay?
It's great in here.
Malai, did you still have your locate object up?
That was Hugo.
Hugo, sorry. Or that would have been dropped with the spell that you cast.
Yeah, if it's concentration, which I think it is, it'd be dropped.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, it's gone. I will cast it again. See if we can figure out. Can you explain that armor there that you had get for me?
What are you, what are you looking for?
All right, starting at the ankle joints, they are 72 centimeters in diameter. And then he starts going on again. I also have no idea how much a centimeter is, so if 72 is like really tiny, I'm sorry, but
it's sizable. So Hugo, it is close. It is very close at this point, and it is in that direction.
Oh, I should have
directly southeast.
I'll pop over there and push open the door with my friend Mordecai right next to me.
As I walk into the room, I kind of stop at Zardarok's corpse, looking down on it, and then spit on it before continuing past it.
I just kind of try to kick the Chardolin pieces away.
Oh, don't touch those. Don't touch them.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm trying to get them away.
Oh,
I'm going to search the body.
Just be careful. He was obsessed with Chardolin, and it drove him quite mad. Much madder than any of the other Druagar, for sure.
Oh, yeah, this shit has definitely hurt us.
He hadn't been halfway mad starting.
Having opened the door, Hugo, the room is filled with stacks of granite tablets leaning against all of the walls. And as you open the door, startling the figure inside, a long-bearded Duragar wearing black robes and a tall black mitre steps out from behind them with a confused and concerned look on his face.
Who the hell are you?
Lon, you didn't flee with the others?
He sees Molly through the door and goes in Dwarvish to you.
I also spoke Dwarvish, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is no need to flee. Zardarok is out of the way and my work can continue.
I never asked you, Klon, do you speak common?
There's no need for such base language.
So I yell back in common, there's a Druagar in here that needs to be murdered.
I immediately run in there.
Okay. As he did understand what you were saying, you see him reach up to his head, pull off the mitre as his form morphs and grows, and where there once was a Duragar priest standing, there is now a barbed devil.
Oh, fantastic.
I still attack.
All right, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh,
I was going to say.
shit, y'all.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Well,
I got a 6, Coulter. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's, I mean, kind of depends on everybody else, but sure.
It's pretty good.
And Altus is not going to let Tempest run in there by herself. Oh, man, why do I have to get a 19? I don't want a 19.
All right.
I got an 11.
I got an 8.
I started using a new app for my character sheet, so give me 2 seconds.
Okay, I got a 19 for Altus, an 11 for Tempest, an 8 for Z, and a 6
I got
for
a
Hugo
4.
so far. All right.
Oh, he needs to find his armor still. Like,
That wouldn't help my initiative at all.
Yeah,
no, but what are you going to do without your armor?
I have a couple spell slots left.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
All right, so at the top of the round, it's going to be Altus. What do you do as this being stretches out in front of you? And for anybody that's not immediately aware of what that's going to look like, let's see here.
Oh,
that's
very pretty.
beautiful.
Damn, this fucking...
These are in Descent into Avernus, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. All right. How many spell slots do I have left?
We haven't seen our last dead character yet. No, it's too soon. It's
With
too
that attitude,
soon.
maybe.
Oh, that was good. I like that.
Oh, Lord.
Thinking, Altus?
Yeah, I do have a guiding bolt left, so I'm going to. Do I pop in the room? I don't think I do. Do I have a straight line? Before I go popping off spells, who's this tiny character next to me again?
That
is
is
the
Mordecai, my
Mordecai.
Firefox.
Okay, Firefox. Could a
Morty.
bolt of guidance go over?
Yeah, he's tiny.
He's tiny. Coulter, confirm?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna just guiding bolt the Barb Devil then.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Is it a ranged spell attack? Yeah. That's a nat 20. We're starting the night off excellently.
Give me that
Nat
crit
20 on a
damage.
guiding bolt.
Yeah.
So maximized and then you roll? That's going to
Yeah.
be crazy.
So that's 24 plus the roll.
Okay.
So I have 34 radiant damage on it.
All right. It howls as the bolt hits it. Its entire body, every spine illuminated by your holy attack. And it seems almost shocked that this random band of adventurers could already have done so much damage to it. Tempest?
We ain't fucking around.
Damn, I'm next already? Sweet. Okay, so I'm like, whoa, at what Altus just did. And then I'm like, boop, 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 run in here. I'm a rage. I'm going to hit him twice.
Excellent.
Get it,
Roll
girl.
my D20s. And I'm going to do it recklessly.
Ooh, she's so
we've
reckless.
got
Oh, so much passion.
26
To hit?
and 22.
Awesome. Both of those hit. And remind me, are your attacks magical or non-magical at this point?
They are non-magic.
No.
my God,
I
I got-
enchanted her axe last
guess.
night.
Oh, yes. She has the +1
That's
axe now.
right.
Okay.
I don't. So what does that mean about the damage?
You add
Plus
one to
one
it.
damage.
But it just makes the whole attack also magical now?
Yeah, because you're using a magic weapon, so magic is
it.
attacking.
So it would have been like a 27 and a 23 to hit, which still both hit, of course.
Oops, that was a D20, not a D12. I'm like, what? The damage on
great
that? That
damage.
doesn't work. Okay, so 22 plus 12 is 34.
34 twice in a row. Dang, guys. Okay.
Oh, and 3 more from my Stormora.
Yes. Now, as the flame aura goes off, it doesn't react to that at all. It shrieks from the feel of the axe, but it's almost as if the body itself is conditioned to the fire. And that'll bring us from Tempest down to Z.
Okay. I'm assuming I can see from here, right? Like this door's open.
Mhm.
Is that true? Yeah. Why not? Let's get rid of this thing fast. We're gonna do I'm gonna do a guiding bolt too. Why not? 24 to hit?
24 hits.
Sorry, 22.
22 hits.
Okay. Oh, that's a crap damage roll. Wow. 8
33
damage.
instead of 34? Darn.
8 damage.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And tell me what attack that was again. I apologize.
It was a guiding bolt, so it's not a sorcerer spell, so no wild magic.
Okay. So yeah, but it's lit up again as the last one had gone away from Tempest Strike. All right. Z, anything else?
I think I'll move like a little bit forward there.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's it.
Hugodoshio, you're up.
Oh, me?
Yes,
Um,
you.
How big, Malai, how big is, or how heavy is your armor?
Pretty heavy. I don't have an exact. I mean, it's full plate armor, but it's also like filled with stuff, so it would be
100
pretty
pounds.
heavy.
So
Why? What's the-
Mordecai has a strength of 10. Do you
he's not
think
going to be able to live it. No.
DM? Okay, never mind.
And the armor you can see here is actually underneath the Barb Devil.
Got it. All right, well, Mordecai is going to walk into the room here. As my bonus action, I'm going to let him take his attack. So he's going to do Flame Seed. So it's a ranged weapon attack, ranged spell attack.
Okay.
And it's natural 20.
And what's the damage type on that?
It's 1d6 plus
Fire.
my proficiency. Oh, it is fire. Yeah.
Oh, I should have said something. Damn it.
Damn. Well, he's going to get healed for 1d6 at least.
When I see that go off, I go, fire is no good.
So 14 total.
Okay. It turns around and looks at the fox and just starts cackling. And that is
Screw you too.
going to bring us.
I
to
still have
this-
my action.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I will. Activate Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
So it's a 30-foot radius aura that's centered on me until the spell ends. The aura moves with you. Use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points.
Wow.
Okay. Excellent. All
you wanna-
right.
Say what any of that magic looks like. Cast it?
Yeah, I think for me, I would like stamp my staff on the ground, and then you see this kind of what starts as like a really fiercely burning fire kind of go just to embers and into just this light red to light yellow aura that emanates around me. That you, when it gets to you, you just kind of feel warm and cozy inside.
From that aura of vitality as it spreads through the room, the devil kind of squirms at the feeling of that kind of magic being cast, and it turns and hurls fire at you.
I try to block it.
That is a 19 to hit.
That probably hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that's 9 fire damage to you. And if you are...
I believe I have a resistance to fire damage.
You should. I mean, fire
Yeah.
chassis. It makes sense.
Tempest, after it hurls the fire, it uses the same claw and comes and slashes across. Does a 20 hit you?
Come on. Yes.
That's going to be 8 piercing damage with its claws.
Okay.
It throws its head back and roars as we come on to Molly's turn.
I roar back.
It's also going to move here.
What? What is it doing?
So it moves there, huh?
Yeah.
Hang on 2 seconds. Just got to check the AoE on this spell.
It also is looking bloodied.
Better be.
Could it make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. That is an 11.
All right. It takes 2d8 damage and is pushed 10 feet backwards.
What'd you cast, Brent?
So he, Malai walks up and goes, "No!" and then claps his hands together and a thunder wave just ripples through the room.
Oh, Malai, I didn't know you had it in you.
I'm so tired.
Oh, good job, man.
Oh, for 16 max damage. What?
It hits the wall with a thud, cracking one of those stone tablets leaning against it as it seems dazed for a moment, rolling its shoulders as it comes back to its hunched stance. And we are at the top of the round with Altus.
Oh, and then I will realize that it's not dead and then like hide behind this corner. I am brave,
now,
not that brave.
With Thunderwave, we also need a con save from Hugo.
It's a 15-foot cube in front of me.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, sorry. I was reading it as centered on you. Okay, I'm cool with that. Awesome.
Okay.
Then let's
that's
go.
Why I checked it because I was like, I don't want to hit anybody.
Okay, we're back to Altus. The Kingslayer.
After he's gotten pushed past me, I'm like, huh? Like,
What's that?
who did that?
Okay. Running mildly low on spell slots. I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to. Did I have? Okay, yeah, I'm still okay. I'm going to reach out with my hand turning black and try to. Oh, did he move backwards? Oh, he gets pushed back. Yeah,
I did that.
That's right. For some reason, my roll 20 still has him at the front of the room.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Roll 20 will do
anyways.
that sometimes. You're just lagging a bit.
A little bit.
Catch
So
up,
I'm
bro.
going to, Zoom has me where I need to be. So he's pushed back. So yeah, I'm going to reach out with my hand turning black. And instead of trying to grab at him, my eyes are going to focus properly. I'm still dazed from the amazing hug that Tempest gave me. And then I'm going to toll the dead.
All right.
A wisdom save? I don't know if Barb
Does a 7 win that wisdom save?
It does not, thankfully.
Has great attacks and terrible saves, apparently.
Ooh. That's going to be 15 necrotic damage.
Excellent. There's fear behind its eyes as this black ooze starts to pour from the being's ears as it reaches up with its claws to clutch its head, and we are down to Tempest.
Attack recklessly again.
We do shit.
20. Okay, so it's going to be a nat 20, which is 27 to hit, and then also a 21 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. Nat 20 is going to be max damage, which is for my axe. 12 plus 6. That is going to be 18. So then 18 plus another roll. Ugh. 18 plus 9, 27. Okay, and then my second attack also hits, so that's going to be 27 plus 10 plus 6 more, 43.
Yes.
As you swing through that first attack, it bursts into black smoke and is gone. Your second swing hitting right where it would have been, but only dispersing the smoke. You're out of combat.
Who is
What the hell
damaged?
was that?
I only have a minute left of my spell. I can heal whoever I can in that minute.
Oh, I took a little damage too.
I'm damaged.
Coulter, she asked what was that. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
That is a 26.
Yeah. That is a barbed devil.
It was a fiend from a devil from presumably the hells, because demons are from the abyss. I mean, he could have transmigrated. That's possible, but as a general rule, that he was a devil, most likely from Avernus.
Did you shove him? That was cool.
Oh, it was just I do know some magic. I'm not as storied as, say, a wizard or a mighty blooded sorcerer of some kind, but I do make do.
Okay.
Well, not too bad. Not too bad at all, Molly.
I'll
I'll get used to that soon.
Is there another door in here? I'm going to kick it open.
Before that, so that's 12 to you, Altus, and then 10 to you, Tempest. 10 hit points. Are you guys still down? Because I still have it up for a minute.
I didn't take any damage, so.
I'm full.
I'm pretty close to full.
I'll give you another 8.
All right.
Coulter, how's Atlas doing?
He didn't take any hits, so he's...
I'm sorry, not Altus, Atlas, my armor. That is going to get confusing.
Sorry. In perfect working condition. It looks like it was kind of taken apart and moved around, but none of the pieces were destroyed as the Barb Devil was trying to figure it out.
Okay, I'm going to start immediately reassembling him.
So Taltree and Pico are still with us, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's too close quarters. Taltree, you could see, was like raring for a fight, but couldn't get really close enough. And Pico's cowering by the door.
Okay.
Are the course.
There are 2 doors here, and the only other things in this room were those tabs.
Okay, I kick in one of those doors.
Okay.
The Tempest, wait for me to get into cover as I start to move the armor.
You have found the other elevator room.
Oh, interesting.
Works much the same as the other. There were mechanical noises that you could kind of hear faintly through the walls before, but it's still making its slow journey up and down.
Alrighty, we going up?
Not until Atlas is better. Look at the state of him.
So I would want to search the Zardarok's body.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation.
18.
All right. So he has definitely seen better days. There's a smell that makes it very clear that his bathing standards have become lower than you would even expect in a 5e time setting. All of his pockets are empty, but he does have the gauntlets on each wrist and the crown on his head, as well as his kingly attire.
What are the gauntlets made out of?
Chatelaine. All 3 items are.
Not to sound like a broken phonograph, but you should not handle the Chatelaine.
Yeah, I know.
How should we destroy it? I walked out to kind of the entrance to the forge room, and I'm just pacing. But if I heard that, then I'm like, how should we destroy it? There's a forge out here.
That would be effective.
Can I pick up the crown with a cloth and like throw it into the lava or something that's there?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I help Z with that and just try to get the gauntlets off this safe and fastest way I can?
If you hand those to Mordecai, he's not easily, tampered with.
I would still not do it, Hugo. It's not worth the risk.
It'll be fine.
This stuff messes with magic. I don't know if we want to.
Could trap him.
It'll be fine. Just give him one.
Hey, Coulter, with your permission, I'm going to remove Atlas's arm, hold it up to my stump, and then have 2 hands to finish the rest of the work.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you make a roll to put him back together. It's your creation. I think that you can do that sufficiently.
I just don't know how much time it'll take. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
But Malai takes one of the arms of the armor set, holds it up to his ravaged arm, I believe. Mangled arm is the term you used. and it will kind of fold over it, and then suddenly he flexes it and then goes back to work with 2 hands.
Cool.
That's nifty.
Oh, I've seen. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, it all makes sense now. Good. That's cool, Molly.
All right.
Thank you.
Molly.
Did you give the crown or the gauntlets to Hugo's pet?
I was probably just holding them and watching Molly and kind of like
More of a friend than a pet, but yes.
I mean, sure. And I'll like hand the crown to him.
Right.
Yeah, he'll take it with its in his mouth.
Okay. He walks out of the room and towards the forge as you'd instructed. And I don't have movement of his piece, but if Tempest, I believe you're the one that's out there right now, unless the rest of you follow him.
I'd be following. Yeah.
Yeah, someone to watch. I don't feel weird.
Dropping it into the lava, it sinks below the bubbling surface, and you can see this darkness begin to form under that. And it expands and then follows the flow of the lava up into the forge, where there is a pop and a dark light emanates from the grates of the furnace and then goes back to normal.
Do we
know what that
That's
means?
good. Is that good? And I reach the gauntlets out over the.
I think
pit.
so.
Describe the phenomenon.
I mean, we dropped the shuttle in and it melted kind of, or sunk down and then flowed up the lava into the forge and then popped.
Arcana check.
Sure.
Like an
molten
engineering.
Yeah, I'll do one
Chardelin bubble.
22.
It's difficult to tell exactly what happened without being like an expert on Chardelin. But if you had to guess by their description, it seems as if it went against the physical flow of the lava, almost as if it was following the heat source, moving to the hottest point, at which point it was destroyed.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. No, it's just drawing itself to the hottest point before it's destroyed. It's just simple metaphysics.
All right.
Hearing that, I just drop the gauntlets in.
Much smaller than the crown, but a very similar process happens.
All right.
I'd be like right there.
The edges of the furnace itself, you can hear the metal creaks at the last impact, but it doesn't explode.
There's nothing left of the devil, right?
No. The Arcana check that was made before would have told Malai that once they're killed on this plane, they're sent back to the Nine Hells.
Okay. Okay.
Can I see anything that's down this hallway?
There are 2 closed doors, double doors there.
I'll go over with Tempest.
Kick those damn doors in.
Go
Follow.
Okay, so
when you get a chance, Kohler, can I get my token?
yes, drop that in for you here. Make sure you can actually control it there. Are you able to? Okay. All right. There you go.
So Malai walks out of the room as you guys are examining that door, his usual 5'6" and skinny frame, now replaced by the 6'4" armored form of Atlas. The visor down and a very ornate scarf wrapped around the neck, just kind of clomping along slowly. You can hear gears and whirring and some hissing as the armor moves into the room. And he, in a kind of tinny, almost like recorded kind of sounding voice, you hear him go, "Oh, just a moment, wait for me," as he runs up to you.
Oh, you weren't kidding about armor.
No, I wasn't.
I like you better naked.
Hugo, that's embarrassing.
You guys have some really cold nights, I take it?
No, I just mean without the armor. But yeah, it was pretty cold in here.
Never judge a book by inside the cover.
All right. As you kick down these doors, you see a short corridor with a matching set of double doors on the other side. Bolted to the walls on either side of this are a dozen black boxes, each one measuring 8 feet tall and 1 foot wide, that give off a low hum.
Oh shit, I don't think I would stop myself.
I'm sorry, say that again.
There's another set of double doors that match the ones that she just kicked open on the other side of the hallway. Bolted to the walls are a dozen black boxes on each side, each one measuring 8 feet tall and 1 foot wide, that give off a low hum.
Tempest, a moment.
I step in.
Tempest, a moment.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deck save.
Okay.
Temp.
Oh, that's not great. 8.
Okay. So you immediately get shocked as each of the boxes activates and sprays lightning at you from across the room and takes 17 lightning damage.
Ooh, ouchie.
Can I yank her back?
Yeah.
So I yank you back and go, "Just a moment," I said, Tempest. I will also cure wounds her for 8, actually. And then I will, can I make an investigation check / disarm check or whatever I need to make?
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Okay, that's 15, but I have to figure out what my skill is. Hang on. Okay, so that's 19.
So from what you can tell, obviously from what you just saw, these boxes are electrified and there's a trap that will do the same to anybody entering this space. There is no way that you can see to disarm them here.
No way at all.
Not that you can see, no.
What could possibly be this well protected when his ass was behind a flimsy wooden door?
I mean, I think that means it's worthwhile to figure out what it is.
I start pacing restlessly because I'm too stupid to help with this. But
just a moment. I will rush across the room, and as the lightning hits me, I will cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
what does that do?
Can I?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So when I am struck by an incoming energy like lightning, I cast Absorb Elements as a reaction, and it gives me resistance to that element.
Cool. But still only resistance. Ouch, you're still going to get hurt.
Go ahead and make the deck save.
There's no point in doing that. 5.
Okay. That is going to be 8 damage total after the reduction.
After the reduction.
Sorry, 4 damage total after the reduction.
All right. And then I will full on double punch the door, doing extra lightning damage to it to use the other part of Absorb Elements.
They are not locked, so they go flying open.
How cool does it look?
So he kind of pistons back, and then with piston force, because my attacks use intelligence instead of strength, so I'm assuming it's tech. But they piston forth and just slam into the door, lightning shooting everywhere and a large sound. And then I'm through the other side. Is there a way to disarm it from here?
So the doors are scorched on each side. From where you are standing here, double check where this is. You can't see anything immediately. This is just a hallway.
Tempest, can you come back here just for a second?
I rejoin them. Let me move my baby.
And I'll use Mordecai's teleport ability to teleport us both across.
Fancy.
You
What does
and-
that feel like? Do we think? Oh, well, I'll talk about that after party.
You and Tempest, but not the others?
I think it's out of range of us for the others, but I can send him back and do it. Because they have to be in this square for it to work.
Is there a number of times that he can do that?
I was just going to ask.
Oh.
Cool. That's awesome.
He lasts for an hour, so he can do it as one of his actions, as my bonus action.
Excellent.
Sweet.
He's cool.
So in this room, there's a hallway that splits off down one direction. There's another set of double doors that you can see in front of you here. Down the other direction, there is what appears to be some sort of barracks room. Even just looking through the door, you can see the bloodied bodies of Duragar on the ground. And down the other direction, you can see that the hallway splits off again into two other directions.
I say go right first.
Compatriots. As he still has his normal mannerisms, but it's in this huge form now. With Zardarok dead and Klon also dead, I don't see the wisdom in continuing to risk our lives in this location. The leadership is all perished at this point. It might be in our best interest to just leave Sunblight.
No.
Oh.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder, and he's probably taller than me now. How tall are you?
6'4".
I'll say, little one, if you want to wait outside, we'll be out in just maybe 30 minutes.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is an unnecessary risk. As long as we're understanding of that, I feel much better than I did before.
It might be unnecessary for some of us, but for some of us, it is something we must do. We must finish this.
Well, I'm just trying to say that we have finished. As he follows behind you, we have actually finished it, but okay.
And you were all going. You said you were going to the right.
That's what I would suggest.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Did you ever hear anything about a dragon when you were trapped here?
The construct. Yes.
Yeah. It destroyed 10 towns, basically. They're gone. So we're not leaving until these people have suffered as much as those people have. And also, what's to say that there isn't something that's going to respawn that, or, if they have the technology to build one, we need to see that they don't build another one. No, we're not done here.
I can assure you that they will not be able to now.
How do you know that?
You were saying, Coulter?
So you come to there's a double door on either side of that fork off the hallway.
Go to the right again. Why not?
All right.
To the right, but then we have to take a left.
Because then we'll be making a wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Attack!
As you come in the room, there are braziers of hot, glowing coals that heat and light this room, the walls of which are lined with closed iron sarcophagi standing on end. In the middle of the room, a Duragar has been shackled to a chair. Her flesh is covered with blisters. A pair of hooded Duragar lie dead on either side of her.
Hooded. Oh, crap. Is she...
Malai, what the hell is going on here?
She looks up at Malai and says, "Are you finally here to kill me?"
I'm in my armored form, so I don't know how she recognized me, but
They took your armor from you, so they know.
She says that in Dwarven.
Yeah.
And then Malai will reply in Dwarven, I guess that's the long and short of it. And then I will put a gauntlet through her head.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Really? That's what I get a nat 20 on.
I won't be too graphic about this, but she no longer has a head.
Now you're getting it.
So you may have recognized her, Malai, having been around a little bit more. Hugo, you likely would have recognized her as well. This was the captain of the guard, Nephrin, who would have been the one that actually like signed your interment and held the keys for whatever happened to her here.
Do I have any idea who the robed figures were?
They're both fully like obscured. But so not offhand, there aren't figures that you saw in the forge or in the prisons. It's very clear from how this room is decorated, between all of the Iron Maidens and the different torture implements hanging on the walls, and the devices that they both died in their hands, that this is a torture chamber.
Something came through and killed them mid-torture.
Yes, we were here, Hugo, during the coup.
Why'd they leave her alive, but chained?
Probably
We'll never
to
find out now.
Probably to leave her to die. Drugar are not known for their mercy.
Kick in the door.
The next door over here?
Yeah.
Okay. The small room to the south contains an array of torture devices, including whips, mallets, barbed scourges, spiked chains, branding irons, hooks, thumb screws, pliers, and shears.
Ugh. No, thank you.
D,
Yes.
was it? You said that the 10 towns were attacked. Did most of the towns evacuate before the dragon appeared?
Bryn Shander's the only town left.
No refugees?
Some, but no one knows how many or where from. Why?
I'm just curious. It's hard for me to imagine this. I mean, me and Hugo were speaking of this last night. It's hard for me to imagine so many people in one place. So it is hard for me to picture the loss of life inherent.
Is he just not going to respond and move over here?
I will go to the other side too. Kick it in.
I'll let Tempest do the honors of kicking it out.
Kicking honors, if you will. Two beds stand against the south wall of this room, one of them with a Yeti hide draped across it. At the foot of each bed is a stone chest next to a stack of 5 sealed copper kegs. The room is heated and illuminated by glowing coals and stone braziers.
Coulter, I recognize that hide.
Do I recognize that hide?
It does not seem to be from a family member, but it is from a Yeti from the area.
Malai will go to the Yeti hide and kind of just lay a hand on it and speak some Yeti prayers over it.
I go back to the end of that hall just to stand watch while everybody digs around.
Okay. The rest of you?
Suppose we should investigate, right?
Yeah.
See if there's anything hidden.
So the copper
Fall on
kegs.
Tempest.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
CX.
Okay. You recognize that the copper kegs are used to hold beer.
I got a 19, Coulter.
There looks like the beds have been recently disheveled, just kind of the way that everything is scrunched up. You know, based on what you know of the Duragar, that these would have been honored chambers, being in one of the deepest portions of the fortress that was available. And you're able to find 15 gold that was left in the stone chest.
There is currency in here, if that is something you are looking for.
It is.
Yeah, unlike the regular gold that you'd find in the rest of the Sword Coast with depictions of nature or depictions of deities or anything on them, these are just flat, blank gold.
Come here. Oh yeah.
Let's move on.
I wonder if he knows he's not muted.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
My headset says I'm muted.
You're not.
Definitely not.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
New puppy problems.
Okay.
It's-
So you're coming to these doors next?
yeah.
All right. Do you open them?
Punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
C doesn't care right now. C opens it.
Do you want to move up the map, Pink?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Fantastic.
As you open them, you see two more of those Duragar hammerers as the lights flicker to life behind their eyes at the motion of the door opening. Roll initiative.
Talking about
How did I know?
14.
Team 2.
Nice.
Who has the better dex?
Probably
Plus
not
one.
me. I also have a +1.
You go first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
Roll initiative.
Tempest is going first. Well, before Mark, I might not be first. But
8.
But you're definitely before Altus.
17.
All right. And that is going to start with Atlas, piloted by Malai.
Oh, right. And I'm assuming it's just these two Druagar hammers.
Yes, both of their eyes flickered to light at the motion of the door opening.
Okay, so what do I know about these guys? Do I know anything special about them?
So you know from having your experience with them that you can either attack the bodies or the Duragar directly, but if you attack the Duragar, it helps to heal the bodies.
Okay.
They're basically
So-
just husks of what were once living beings, used only now as a piloting device.
So which is the better strategy, to attack the bodies or no?
Well, if you attack the bodies, it gives them an extra attack and
Okay, so attack the thing that
gives them an
isn't
extra
that
attack.
big. 5, 10, 15, 20. I will attack this one in front of me.
Okay.
All right, this is the first time I've actually used Atlas, so give me a second.
Cool.
It
they're
is
a person with more than one name. Come on.
Well, you can just call me Malai. Atlas is not a living thing. I'm sorry, 7 plus 14 is 21?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is higher than that.
Okay, so both hit.
Okay, and then that's 28 plus 4. So that's going to be 10 and 9, so for a total of 19 thunder damage as my gauntlets piston out and then just make a awful noise as they strike.
Just the first two, and you can already see sparks starting to come from the joints of the device. Anything else, Malai?
Avoid attacking the bodies.
Z? You're muted.
Also, Coulter, as a bonus action, I'll activate my defensive field where
Okay.
Plates of light form all over the armor, which just gives me temporary HP.
Great.
He's going to throw his hand out at this one and cast bolt.
Okay, excellent.
So wild magic roll is a 17. So no.
Good.
Let me up that real quick. Attack roll is 17.
Hits.
Okay. 2d8 and d6. Oh, d8s are the same. So what does that mean again? Okay, so they're gonna take. It's gonna take 15 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then since the 2d8s are the same, it can jump to the next one.
All right.
But we'll see. That's 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay. Excellent. Z, anything else?
I'm gonna regret this when I move into the room.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Tempest.
Okay, I'm gonna run forward, boop, 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 to you. I'm gonna hit him twice, recklessly.
Fantastic.
That's gonna be another nat 20. So that's a 27 and a 19.
Is that a roll? Okay, those are both going to hit.
Okay, so then we've got max, which is 18 damage. Then my 2 attacks. 18 plus 10, 28, 29, 30, 31, plus one more, 31. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was adding my rage damage, but I'm not raging. So that's just going to take... I'm sorry. I've already forgotten now what I just did.
You're totally good. The first one you said was 18.
That's the max. 18 plus this is 13. So that's 31. And then I'm just going to add 4 more. 34? 35.
That's enough. Yeah.
Okay.
You barely get up to it and you've immediately just deactivated it as the body crumples to the ground, the legs deactivating underneath it and the eyes going dark.
Go, Tempest, go.
All right. Tempest, anything else?
That's all.
Hugo.
Hugo will. I tried to click Zoom again to move my token.
We'll do that all
I
the time.
will move up here. I will, as a bonus action, cast Flame Blade. So I drop my staff and I grip my hands tight, and you see this long, slender blade appear that's kind of dark red with flame, and I will attack.
Yes, let the power flow through you.
That is 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Shit. I will look really cool here in my with my blade.
Look,
You certainly do.
And I'll just sit here.
gosh dang Genasi's sword. Altus, you're up.
Hey,
So-
Coulter, just real quick, just so you know, a side effect of my armor's attack, if he attacks anything other than me, he has disadvantage, just so you know.
Okay, great.
I'm going to move in here. See that we're fighting still. And I'm going to say, as I'm running in there, where's that damn Goliath? And as soon as I get there, I'm going to see that Tempest killed the one next to her and be mildly disappointed. But then I'm going to turn and because I'm running so low on spell slots, I'm going to Toll the Dead this boy.
Okay, excellent. And his save is going to be a 14.
Doesn't pass, I don't believe.
Okay,
It
give me that damage.
does not. So that is, I believe, 2d12, yes. 14.
That is exactly what you needed. And this one deactivates as well as one of the electronic eyes pops out of the circuit. You can now see the wiring behind it, that there's so little humanity that was left to these. And you are out of combat.
What's behind me here? This weird.
So there is also this is an iron portcullis. If you move close to it, you can see that embedded in the north wall is a 1 foot square plaque of Chardolin with an oversized hand-shaped indentation on its face. The plaque, I'm so sorry, I just lost my place, guys. We're a little out of it tonight. We're going to get back into our rhythm here.
You're doing great.
Thank you. So it's a plaque on the north side of the wall here, made out of Chardolin, that's in the shape of a handprint with what would appear to be like a gauntlet indentation.
Anything that we could see through the iron bars?
You can. It is a room mostly strewn with kind of random items. There are alcoves that you can see on the north and south wall, and each of those alcoves contains an iron chest.
Well, gather round, everybody.
Oh, 1 second, Hugo. Does it look like I might be able to strength just pull those apart?
You can definitely go ahead and try.
Okay.
And I
gonna
cast
activate.
guidance on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to activate my armor special ability. All right, so that's athletics check, I'm assuming?
Yes, it is.
I don't know how
Right.
you're going to fit up next to these bars because both me and Hugo are up on them. And I don't think either of us is moving to let you do this.
All right, well, I got a 26 athletics check that I can't do then. That's fine.
I mean, I'll bamf us through Tempest,
Okay, yeah, we'll let him do
and
that.
then we'll let him pull the bars apart.
So as you guys just teleport through, that 26 is enough to pry the bars open.
Nice.
As
Yeah,
there's
strength.
a shrieking sound, and one of them comes right out of it, the other bending in a U shape.
And then I go after you to Z and Altus.
I'm going to start investigating these alcoves.
I'm also going to, as secretively as possible, Altus, you should be concerned. I believe Hugo has machinations after your mate.
I start to blush. All of the blood in my body goes up to my face.
I walk out because I'm going to go back to this area here and keep watch.
Tempest, can you, what's your passive perception?
Oh, crap. That's 10 plus something, right?
Yeah.
10 plus perception.
That's would be a 10 then.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. All right. So, there's portcullis is similar to that first one, and guarding each of these four with just the chest on the inside of it.
Wait, 4 or 8?
So 4 on each side.
Oh, okay. Does look there's any way to raise the portcullises?
No, it doesn't. At least not from what you can see in here. There's no more things on the walls in here. There was just that one handprint that you all bypassed.
And you said it was a giant, like a large size handprint?
It was definitely humanoid in size, but like a large humanoid handprint, and then had the shape of some sort of like spiked wrist that would have been at the base of it.
Oh, so like the spiked gauntlet?
One could infer.
Like something we maybe just threw in the fire. Fantastic. All right. You hey, strongman, you maybe want to see if you can bend these open?
Oh, is that me? I guess I could try. Yes.
I mean, we have to
Which
fund
ones?
our adventures somehow, correct?
What am I bending?
I mean, these portcullises are kind of in the way.
Sorry, I was
Kind of
just
the
chests.
rules. We're kind of bending rules too, but
I don't know. They
I just wasn't paying attention, Z. I just need you to give me the concise set of instructions.
Can you please remove these portcullises from all of these alcoves so that we can loot these chests?
All right. Can I just take the time to do that, Coulter, or do you need me to roll each time?
Sure. And is that an ability that you can use on the suit, like an innate ability that can be done several times?
So it's it's actually an infusion. It's called, that's absorb elements.
Armor is a new one for me. I'm excited.
Sorry, I don't know where my infusions are. I'm trying to find it. It's in here somewhere. It basically lets me use my intelligence modifier for strength checks.
Okay. Got it.
If it'll help too, I can cast heat metal and just kind of help him along the way.
and I can guidance.
Same.
Yeah, that would definitely make it easier.
You got this, Malai.
So, I mean, it's something I can use a bunch of times per day. I just can't seem to find it on the character sheet right now.
Great. Sounds like you guys have a plan.
So are we hand waving that we got them all open, or?
If that's the plan that you're going to use, I just need a roll to get each of them open.
Oh, okay.
So you can just make 8 straight strength checks.
It's 8?
With advantage or anything with heat metal?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then add 2d4 for the guidance to each one.
Okay, we're going to hand wave this.
That's a lot of D4.
So I was like, can we just hand wave it?
Yeah, with that amount of assistance, it's going to take you about a half an hour to get all of them, but you are able to get all of them. All of the chests inside are identical. Pulling them out, each of them has a little combination lock on the front of them with 3 tumblers bearing the dwarven numbers for 1 through 9.
And that's not something I can Thieves' Tool to open?
It is. What was that, Z?
What wasn't there something with a bunch of numbers that we found?
Oh, yeah. That piece of paper. Who had that?
And Nick when he died. Right?
Oh.
Was that be in the bag of holding, or was that on Finnick?
I mean, I feel like it probably would have been on Finnick because he was the one reading it.
I mean, I read Dwarvish.
We'd have to go out and get it from him.
Can we just magic pockets it? Like we took all the important papers off of him? Or
Well,
I did not let
specifically,
anybody touch
I was gonna
it.
say, I specifically
Yeah.
tried to take things, and we said that we weren't doing that
no.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Tempest can both pick locks if you want to take the time to do it.
Up to you guys. I don't know. He's trying to get some compensation for all these dwarves that have ruined his life.
I think
Okay.
Altus is probably thinking the same thing.
Well, I will flex my right arm and have lock picks come out of my fingers and then start lock picking, I guess.
Okay. We're going to start with this one in the top here. Give me a roll for Thieves' Tools.
I double my proficiency. So 16 plus 6.
That's enough. Yeah. You're able to jibby it open. Inside the first chest, there are a dozen stoppered gourds, each holding a pint of a fiercely hot liquor made from fire lichen, which grows in the Underdark. Each gourd could be sold to a tavern keeper in 10 towns for, roughly 10 gold.
I'll take a swig of one.
So I'm going to say we'll take those because we'll either use them personally or we can sell them.
Taking a swig of it, instead of being like spicy hot, it physically feels like it's like scalding your throat as it goes down.
Well, this might be my kind of stuff.
Hugo, you should not get inebriated while we are on the job.
Hand you a bottle or a flask.
This is where I come back.
I'll put it away in my bag and hold my hand out for a second one.
I'll give you another one. I mean, honestly,
I'm going to shoot Z a look like...
I'm not saying he drinks it right now, but he deserves something for helping us get out. Like, come on.
And Tempest, you said this is when you come back?
This is where I come back to see what's taking so long. And I'm like, what are you guys getting drunk?
We're sampling the wares, but we're not getting drunk.
Tempest,
take it and I walk back out.
They do seem to try. Oh, bye, Tempest.
All right. Second check.
It's 15 plus 6.
Okay. This one holds a gold mask shaped like the visage of a male drow, lying on a bed of 350 gold pieces.
Malai has no.
Oh no.
Malai has no use for any of this stuff, so he just immediately moves to the next chest.
Okay.
I start grabbing all the gold and trying to put it in nice piles, and I'm handing it to Z to put in the bag of holding.
Right. Do I see the thing?
The mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so, and unless you guys are going to hide things.
Sorry, can you repeat it again? What does it look like?
Sure. It is a gold mask shaped like the visage of a male drow. It's like a death mask.
Does it look familiar?
It does not look like a lithograph or anything of Dristuerden.
Damn it!
Just happens to be of a male drow.
All right.
Next one.
Should we be writing this down?
Oh yeah. Does somebody want to do it?
I believe
all
Hank's writing it down because he has the bag.
I have the bag of holding.
But yeah, if you guys need me to repeat it a bit after game, let me know.
I got it.
Okay, what's our check for the third one?
16.
A 16 total?
Yeah.
There's this clicking sound that you can hear on the inside, and then the sound of something breaking, and then almost what you can make out as like a bubbling acid sound that fizzes for a while and then goes quiet.
This one's empty. And I push it back into its alcove.
Wait. Are you sure?
Yes. And I move on to the next one.
I go open it up because I don't trust you.
It's still locked. There's a faint acrid smoke that's starting to emanate from the seams of it.
Okay, I'll stand back then.
Okay. Fourth.
That one's an 18?
Total?
Yeah.
Same thing happens. This time the fizzing takes much less time until you hear this sizzling sound and then a pop, and then the smoke emanates quicker from this one before it fades out. Next one.
Can I guidance him?
That would be helpful.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance you because I don't trust you.
I'm sorry, guys.
So we're on the fifth one now, or fourth?
Yes.
Okay, that's 16 plus 6.
Okay. This one, as it pops open, contains a folded puafui, a dark spider silk cloak made by the drow. This item has the properties that you can find out if you investigate it further.
I'm definitely going to look at that and try to figure out what it is. It's from the drow. I've only ever heard stories of the drow.
And do you have Identify?
I don't believe I have Identify, no.
All right. Let's take the check from the next one then.
I don't think I have Identify either. Which is weird. I should have
get someone to do it.
Oh, that's a 17 plus 6.
This one
17
holds
plus 6 plus 3.
This one holds an amber headdress that is set with 3 large purple pearls across the top of it.
Okay, going in the bag.
I can give you guys values for these later. Next one.
Fantastic.
Am I getting guidance again?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That is 10 plus 6 plus 4. So I might have needed the guidance on that one.
This one contains a 2-foot tall stone statuette of Demogorgon that weighs 50 pounds. And
I closed that back and just like, that is a weird thing.
Okay.
A weird thing like what?
It's of a demon prince. That can't be good for anyone.
Yes. Well, the last statue that we found tried to attack us, and yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
Okay. Last
Maybe
one.
just put that one chest and all in the bag. Anyone we could sell that to can't be a good person to give that to.
If it's that evil, we'll just leave it here. I'm not gonna mess around with that.
16 plus 6 plus 3.
This one has an inanimate Svirfneblin skeleton encrusted with yellow mold.
I also closed that one.
The mold releases its spores as soon as the chest lid is opened.
What does yellow mold do?
So there's a 10-foot cube. I need everybody that's around it. So I believe that's going to be Z and
Malai.
Malai. Altus, were you near them?
I probably would have been following behind while still examining the item.
All
And
right.
that's a con save, I'm assuming.
Yes. And Hugo, were you with them as well, or were you on the other side of the room?
I want to say that I'd probably be hanging out here along the wall, just drinking my flask.
Okay, so then I'll make the 3 of you to make a con save.
12.
Thank God for sorcerers, 24.
22.
Altus, you are poisoned.
Great.
Fantastic.
Also take 11 poison damage on top of that.
Whew.
As soon as I see Altus reacting to the mold, I'm like, are you all right?
I'm gonna just hack up a lung and spit out a loogie and say, tastes like poison.
Can you remove the poison from yourself? You are a man, a divine... Blah, 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 blah.
It's gonna be okay. Can we do like a med check on him?
Altus, make another con save.
Another one?
Oh, yellow mold's nothing to sneeze at.
That it's something to sneeze about. That's nat 1.
Take another 5 damage.
Okay.
As Altus slumps to the ground, starting to cough up the yellow as the spores begin to expand. And
Hugo?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to remove or neutralize poisons?
Poisons, huh? Nope.
This is mold, right?
It's a
Yellow.
poison, yeah.
Mold.
Can we like waft it away or burn it or something?
Altus, make a con save.
Oh, good God.
They do.
16 that time.
Okay, you are able to cough up what appears to be a mass of it that all sort of had globbed together somewhere in your esophagus, and it splurts out onto the floor. It's wet enough now that it's not releasing any further spores, but you're still not feeling great.
I cure wounds him. That's 8 plus 4. 12.
What are you at now? With this?
I am just a few off max.
Okay.
Excellent.
As I'm healing you, I'm kind of like whispering to you. You must be more careful, Altus. You have not produced a cub, and I do not believe friend Tempest would be able to handle another loss so soon. You must be more careful.
It happens. It happens. We are elbow deep in an unfamiliar place. It comes with the territory.
Well, stand back while we open
Did you
the rest
say
of it.
cub?
Is that not the term you use?
Not a common one. Is that the most common one you use? Were you raised by bears?
No, that would be ridiculous. Is there any more chests left?
That was the last one, but inside the Svirfneblin skull, there is a fake eye made of moonstone.
I grab that for Tempest.
Even though you don't know she likes them. Maybe she showed you some of her collection this morning.
He just assumes because you're female, you like shiny baubles.
Okay.
That is the last
cultural
one.
thing. It's a cultural thing.
That cleared this room.
Can I investigate the plinth with the spiked gauntlet? Is there any mechanical or magical way to trick that into activating?
Go ahead and roll Arcana or Investigation.
With Arcana, that's... Okay, so to be fair, Malai has a 10 to his Arcana, so it's a 27.
Okay. No, so this is made of a pear. It's clear from this that whatever this was made from and the way that it's carved, this and the gauntlet was carved from a single piece of charlatan.
Okay, I was just curious.
A 10?
Yeah, so I took the Prodigy feat, so I have double proficiency on one skill, which is Arcana. And then I have an 18 int, so.
Right. Where are y'all going now?
Out.
Okay. Can I get the passive perception of everybody that's walking back through this room?
My passive perception's like 23.
17.
Altus, you notice it first. Hugo, you also see it. There is a lever in the wall here.
1 second, everyone. And I walk over to it and I study it.
It's just a stone lever sticking out of the wall. It seems to be in an on position.
Everybody, do we know if those lightning boxes are still on?
Yes, Altus, they don't turn off. There was no mechanism.
After hearing there's no mechanism, I'm going to look at the lever and then I'm going to pull it to the opposite position.
In the hallway,
the mechanism.
in the hallway, those of you that are standing closer to that electrified hallway hear the humming just go.
Oh, it must have been on a timer of some kind or ran out of juice.
I'm going to shout from the other room, was that your mechanism?
I don't know what you're referencing, Altus.
It worked.
Thank you, Tempest, as I round the corner.
I
right.
clap you on the shoulder.
Where to, y'all?
I will say suspiciously to Tempest, see, he's smart and resourceful, useful in combat. He would be a great provider.
Provider of what?
Just
You trying
stuff
to like
in general.
Okay.
Around the corner here, you see Tall Tree with a passed out Pico leaning up against the wall. Oh, hey! Sorry, I was keeping the little guy safe out here. He had tried to follow y'all through the zappy room, and well, didn't turn out great. He's breathing, but didn't feel right to leave him alone.
Thanks.
Anything good?
No, mostly trinkets and decorative things.
There's some mold.
Oh.
I'll give him a flask of the drink that we found.
He looks at it kind of appraisingly and smells it.
Gonna put some fire on your chest.
I believe the term is hair. Hair on your chest.
I think it might
fire.
be fire where he comes from, actually.
Ah, one of the potato things. I'm learning so much.
The Goliath stands up to his full height, downs the entire thing in one go, lets out a massive belch. Goes, huh. Not as strong as back home, but not bad stuff.
What is a potato?
I'm gonna turn to Z and just I don't know anymore.
I think we need to leave this place.
Did he say
suggest that
cub?
earlier.
Did anyone hear cub?
I said that secretively to you, Altus.
I know, but I'm still gonna be like, did anyone else hear that?
Cub what?
Nothing. I just shouldn't question anymore.
I will. Sorry, I was going to go to Tempest and say, I know we want to honor them, but it's time to leave. If we're going to take what they have, it's going to be now.
You don't think we should check out the upper levels?
Oh, the upper levels are mostly just the controls for the. I mean, there's nothing up there of note as far as I know.
I mean, we can still do that, but I feel like once we leave down here, we should leave down here and not come back.
Oh, we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
To clarify, their bodies are with our camp.
Oh, we took them out there. That's right.
Yeah, they're getting real frozen.
Okay.
Well preserved.
Exactly.
It's like a cold beef jerky.
All right, so where are we going?
Let's take this fancy elevator.
Do it.
Okay, which elevator are you taking? The closest one here?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that one we just found.
Okay. It takes a moment, as you know, that it's on that very like set time from before. Coming up, this thing never likes to work for me on the first go.
New map, new map.
Okay. As it raises up through that command level that you all had seen before, you see 4 suits of armor evenly spaced around the opening to the elevator. None of them seem to move. Do you all get out on the command level or go up?
Do I know what those suits of armor do?
So, yes, they are. They're training dummies.
Okay.
You know that as long as you don't touch them, they won't move at all.
I step off the elevator, assuming that we're leaving, and go, just don't touch the armor.
So we're getting off on this second level?
Aren't we leaving?
Well, are we?
Do we want to go up one?
I think
That's
we
up to
should
you
take
guys.
a look.
We'll go up one more level then.
Okay. All right. So coming up to the very top level, nearly as soon as you leave the space that you were in, you start to feel the frigid cold again. And soon you're seeing this is not revealing.
Sometimes it helps to hit polygon and then go back to reveal.
There we go.
I've noticed that lately.
Okay. Coming up to this level, you're out into the open air again, the dark night sky, leaving it very difficult to tell what time it should be. Puts you in the middle of a large room with machinery filling the western half and larger cogs beyond that. Openings between each of the walls for arrow slits and open air above that. You can see the body of a Duragar in the southwest corner, standing next to a lever that juts out of the wall. Braziers heaped with hot coals do little to offset the cold air blowing through the room.
Well, see, just horrible cold. We might as well leave.
It's up to you guys.
I'll probably go investigate a bit more.
Okay.
If anyone wants to come with.
I'll follow.
I'll go.
This covered entryway here leads to another hallway that has with it the top of the second elevator. Again, a dead Duragar stands in front of a double door in the north wall. Another is in the southeast corner next to a lever that juts out above the east wall. More braziers lighting the room.
Well,
Locked? Unlocked?
Would you like me to do this one?
Kick it open.
Kick it open.
It is also unlocked. This messy workshop is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals in the corners. The room is furnished with stone tables and cabinets. In the middle of the room, surrounded by twisted bits of metal, is a half-finished exoskeleton construct, like the ones that you saw down below.
Can I do an investigation in this room? See if there's anything.
I would be careful, Hugo. There might be dangerous materials.
That is a 15.
So as you kind of go through and are moving around like the papers and the things on the shelves, you are able to find 2 sets of smith's tools and a set of tinkerer's tools that were left behind. And it's very clear now that you're up close to it that this is in like the shape of the head of a dragon.
I just start wailing on it, just like destroying it. All that crap.
Being just the exoskeleton with none of the enchantment or the charlatan to guard it, it's easy to break down the metal. And within just a few strikes, it scraps.
Kicking this other door.
All right. So both of these rooms, one contains the empty exoskeleton suit that would be for a hammerer, but there's no body in it. And the other room appears to be more of a storage closet. You see long sheets of metal laid up against the wall that they may have been using in the other room for their mock-ups. Kind of just random bits and baubles.
Coulter, while the rest of them are distracted by the other doors, I would like to pick up like one of the more fiddly, intricate pieces of the dragon head and kind of like put it in my bag.
From after what Tempest did, there's very little left, but you are able to get a very well-formed ear. All right. What are y'all doing now?
Well, I suppose that's it.
This godforsaken place.
I guess we'll take this elevator down.
Okay. Waiting for a moment for it to finish its path up there, it puts you all out back into that guard room that you all started in. Yes, Malai?
Coulter, in this workshop that we were just in, is there anything flammable or explosive or anything that could be used to make explosives? Not a huge explosion, just enough for, like, let's say, like a 20 by 20 foot open space.
So there are like wooden tables and cabinets up here. While everything else was made of stone, this high up, it was easier for them to actually have wooden furniture. There's also a bunch of the like blueprints and things like that spread around that they were using to stretch out the exoskeleton.
But nothing explosive?
Nothing explosive, but I mean, they are flammable.
I wanted to try and blow up the entrance to the Underdark and like seal it up, but I don't think that would be possible with that.
Nothing explosive, yeah. Okay. Are you all heading back down to the Underdark, or are you guys going into the guard room here?
I think we're leaving.
Okay. Yeah, so back into the empty guard room where you all had first encountered the elevator. Still none of the Duragar left around as you're able to quietly leave the fortress. Coming back down the mountain in the cold, you see the first glimmers of the next morning's twilight beginning to reach across the mountains as that short daylight period begins, and you return to your faithful companions waiting for you at the base of the mountain.
Check on Finnick and Quill's bodies, make sure they're still okay.
Yeah, both are still intact. Two of the dogs were kind of standing watch next to the bodies while the others were, playing or harassing the birds.
Give them extra treats.
What would you all like to do now that you are finally free of the blight that is Sunblight?
Just enjoy the sunlight on my face for a second.
Yeah,
Sure.
what time of day is it?
So with that, with the twilight just starting, it should be about 10 a.m. now.
Oh, okay. So I guess we could start making our way back.
Yeah, let's do that.
Towns.
Okay.
What's left of them?
Having taken the journey multiple times between Sunblight and Bryn Shander at this point, it's not difficult to do, especially starting out at the twilight hours. It does take you between 8 and 12 hours to actually make it, just like it normally would, waking your way back to the road over the frozen river through that forest. And you were
as we go.
hours later, you arrive in Bryn Shander around 10 p.m. as the town is itself mostly asleep. The people having spent the day working on repairs. You can already see some windows that have been boarded up to keep out the cold. You can see fires starting up in most of the chimneys around as the overburdened town has settled in for the night.
Oh, this is Bryn Shander? This is the town you were speaking of?
It sure is.
What's left of it, yeah.
Wow. It's like out of a fairy tale.
Where would you all like to go?
Back to the inn.
So I would begin working on, I guess, a pyre for Quill and Finnick Spotties. Unless is there like a place for that kind of thing in town, or like, are people expected to do a specific thing with their dead? Does that make sense?
So it kind of depends on what you would like to do for them. It's clear there is a pyre that was used probably yesterday, nearly in the town square, where it appears that they had organized kind of a mass remembrance for all of those that died. A combination of the loss of those that were in the town at the time, as well as effigies for those that have gone entirely missing or were destroyed by the dragon. So if you would like to join their ceremony, you could, or if you wanted to have your own for them, you could as well.
I would want to build them their own, but I'll do it in the same place.
Okay. There's definitely. Go ahead.
Do you need a hand? I work pretty well with fire.
I would like to get some people together once the pyre is built. And then, yes, I think your help would be appreciated.
Understood.
I'm going to obviously
know
just help Tempest.
I don't know the task we are doing, but I am more than willing to assist.
Well,
How do you mourn your dead?
Huh? Oh, well, the way I was raised is quite... It would not be appropriate in this situation.
By bears.
No, bears don't raise children, they eat them.
No, they don't.
No, they
Oh,
don't
were you
at
raised
all.
by bears? I apologize.
But why would bears eat their own children? That wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, no,
There
I
would
just
be
meant
no
children
bears.
of different species.
Oh,
So you were you just said you were raised by a different species.
No, I said I wasn't raised by bears.
what were you raised by?
Oh, yetis.
What?
Ah,
I was taken in as a baby by yetis.
They
Hugo, did you know that?
Oh yeah, I mean he's been speaking Yeti for the past few weeks that I've known him.
they have a language?
I mean, it's difficult to comprehend. I mean, it's not near any language that you would perhaps know, but yes.
Do all Yetis know each other?
Oh,
Okay, then I feel less
Wait.
bad about the Yetis we killed.
wait.
A little bit
Do
ago.
all humans know each other?
No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Good
sure if that
question.
was common.
Also, I'm only half human, but we're okay.
What do you mean half?
I'm a half elf.
I do not understand.
There
So
are many
when-
things I don't understand either.
when an elf and a human love each other very much.
They
Oh,
do.
so you were buried in the snow by an elf and a human, thus you are half elf, half human. I understand.
Buried in the snow. Z,
Yes.
buried in the snow.
A mother and father bury their love in the snow, and
Oh,
then
they do.
come back later and they dig out the baby. Everyone does that.
It was funny at first, and then it got weird. Tempest, what else can we help with?
I did not want to make this about me, Tempest. I apologize.
Make sure people know what happened. They deserve for everyone to know they went down fighting. I should have this finished. Well, maybe we can leave them overnight and send them off tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, a flame to welcome the twilight.
Yeah,
It will be
tomorrow.
a
Yeah.
proper honoring of the Lady of Lights.
And that-
I would.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, with that, I'd probably make my way back to the Witch's Teat and help out and start letting people know.
Yeah, as you all make your way back to the Witch's Teat after the building of the pyre for the morning, that is where we will come to an end tonight. So thank you all so much for joining us for another episode. We finally made it out of Sunblight after 5 tries. So we are very, very happy to be out of that dang place and to see what awaits our Chilly Chums in the next leg of their adventure.
Chilly Chums.
Yes. Thank you so much to all of our patrons, Sparky, David, Daniel, Scott, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, and Scott again, keeping him on the list twice because I forgot him a few times. So we're making up for that. And thank you to everybody that was watching on Twitch tonight. It was really fun chatting with you guys in the chat. And there was a couple of jokes that y'all made that almost made me spit laughing in the middle of describing rooms. So that is always a joy. And again, just a reminder for anybody that's watching this, I guess this will air after the Battle Royale happens, but there was a Battle Royale on Friday the 19th, and that'll be up sometime in the next week there. And with that, we will finish with our new tagline. Wishing you all friends, fun, and natural 20s. And Rio can correct me if I screwed it up.
I mean, I'd have to check the Gmail. I'm sorry.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll be doing our after party right now and back within the half an hour for the Osmond campaign.
Good enough.